Turn right at the next corner. Turn right at the next corner. Fall into water. Fall into water. May not be able to do normal tailoring. May not be able to do normal tailoring. I came home at 11 o'clock last night. I came home at 11 o'clock last night. Our half-brother was an entrepreneur. Our half-brother was an entrepreneur. He's been studying for his math test all night. He's been studying for his math test all night. I will play. I will play. Passive voice. Passive voice. I'm not sure if what you're saying is true. I'm not sure if what you're saying is true. Is his family a minor? Is his family a minor? They had their car serviced at the mechanic. They had their car serviced at the mechanic. We can enter. We can enter. His stepfather is a surgeon. His stepfather is a surgeon. How do you say it in English? How do you say it in English? I'm going to the south side of town. I'm going to the south side of town. He hates spiders. He hates spiders. I have a great idea. I have a great idea. By tomorrow afternoon they will have finished the project. By tomorrow afternoon they will have finished the project. We did not appear daily. We did not appear daily. See you again soon. See you again soon. I'm sorry for what I said. I'm sorry for what I said. Can you ever settle down? Can you ever settle down? I had already finished my homework when my friends arrived. I had already finished my homework when my friends arrived. Will I stop after 2 centuries? Will I stop after 2 centuries? Despite. You will be an innkeeper for 2 weeks. You will be an innkeeper for 2 weeks. You used to be a missionary. You used to be a missionary. They can speak 3 languages fluently. They can speak 3 languages fluently. My colleague was a spy. My colleague was a spy. She would have been a great actress if she had followed him. She would have been a great actress if she had followed him. He always complains about his job. He always complains about his job. Subtract. I feel sick if I eat too much. I feel sick if I eat too much. The edge of the forest was a great place for birdwatching. The edge of the forest was a great place for birdwatching. Great query. Was the singer monthly? Was the singer monthly? One I have a couple of dies. I have a couple of dies. There are toilets and vending machines at the bus station. There are toilets and vending machines at the bus station. They went to a concert last night. They went to a concert last night. We are playing football in the park. We are playing football in the park. Was his wife a fashion designer? Was his wife a fashion designer? Is his grandson a civil servant? Is his grandson a civil servant? I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'll keep trying. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'll keep trying. Not experienced? Not experienced? Where can I find the pet food section? Where can I find the pet food section? He drives his car to work. He drives his car to work. I ate Chinese food yesterday. I ate Chinese food yesterday. I will speak English with my children. I will speak English with my children. If I were a scientist, I would invent a cure for all diseases. If I were a scientist, I would invent a cure for all diseases. No problem. No problem. They will have finished the project by the deadline. They will have finished the project by the deadline. Let me check. Let me check. The room is empty. The room is empty. I'm likely to sort my shoes neatly in my closet. I'm likely to sort my shoes neatly in my closet. I have a lot of work to do today. I have a lot of work to do today. You were exercising every month. You were exercising every month. Kids will play board games on a rainy day. Kids will play board games on a rainy day. We had already finished the project before the deadline. We had already finished the project before the deadline. Will you join us for the walk tomorrow? Will you join us for the walk tomorrow? I need to use the bathroom. Where is the nearest toilet? I need to use the bathroom. Where is the nearest toilet? Would strain at dawn. Would strain at dawn. I'm going to the beach next week. I'm going to the beach next week. We were going to a concert in the music hall. We were going to a concert in the music hall. How much is a can of soda? How much is a can of soda? They have finished their homework. They have finished their homework. Can you provide the required documents? Can you provide the required documents? He was asleep when his phone started ringing. He was asleep when his phone started ringing. Waiters will serve the guests in the restaurant. Waiters will serve the guests in the restaurant. We will have lunch as soon as we finish the presentation. We will have lunch as soon as we finish the presentation. How many languages can you speak? How many languages can you speak? Won't you ignore it every year? Won't you ignore it every year? To solve. To solve. There are many different dialects of English. There are many different dialects of English. Their daughters were musicians. Their daughters were musicians. They believe in ghosts. They believe in ghosts. The restaurant was serving customers all evening when a famous celebrity walked in. The restaurant was serving customers all evening when a famous celebrity walked in. I won't remember after 5 nights. I won't remember after 5 nights. Do we have all weekend support? Do we have all weekend support? What is your horoscope? What is your horoscope? I finished my homework before dinner. I finished my homework before dinner. Do you remember the girl who won the singing competition? Do you remember the girl who won the singing competition? When the doorbell rings, go and open the door. When the doorbell rings, go and open the door. I saw it at school. I saw it at school. We don't get involved often. We don't get involved often. I'm going to the park. I'm going to the park. Won't I be retiring soon? Won't I be retiring soon? He ignored the warning signs and got into trouble as a result. He ignored the warning signs and got into trouble as a result. We find this problem. We find this problem. It will dive in 2 nights. It will dive in 2 nights. Is her daughter a cop? Is her daughter a cop? To understand. To understand. Could you please sign this consent form? Could you please sign this consent form? If I had a camera, I would take pictures of the sunset. If I had a camera, I would take pictures of the sunset. Do you sell fresh juice? Do you sell fresh juice? You should not park in the handicapped area without permission. You should not park in the handicapped area without permission. After 3 months, he should not be a shoemaker. After 3 months, he should not be a shoemaker. I wish I had taken a different path. I wish I had taken a different path. I could wear. If you had fixed the car, we wouldn't have had to take it to the mechanic. If you had fixed the car, we wouldn't have had to take it to the mechanic. They will have fixed the broken pipe tomorrow afternoon. They will have fixed the broken pipe tomorrow afternoon. There. If I had the opportunity, I would volunteer in a developing country. If I had the opportunity, I would volunteer in a developing country. Please let the nurse know if you need any help. Please let the nurse know if you need any help. I'm going to the dentist at 3 o'clock today. I'm going to the dentist at 3 o'clock today. The movie interests him. The movie interests him. Must lose. Must lose. I went to the school today. I went to the school today. How many bottles do you have? How many bottles do you have? Can't support? Can't support? Could you please change the next page? Could you please change the next page? Can't compare next year? Can't compare next year? I have reservations about eating at this restaurant. I have reservations about eating at this restaurant. Wouldn't he report at sunset? Wouldn't he report at sunset? I need to buy my sister a birthday present. I need to buy my sister a birthday present. Is her grandmother a contractor? Is her grandmother a contractor? I can't believe how fast the year goes by. I can't believe how fast the year goes by. We have already completed the project. We have already completed the project. My father is fixing the broken chair. My father is fixing the broken chair. We won't know the truth until we investigate. We won't know the truth until we investigate. They fought for their rights. They fought for their rights. Am I not going to be a sociologist every year? Am I not going to be a sociologist every year? Didn't I normally? Didn't I normally? They have. They have. You should get this. You should get this. Football is more popular than basketball. Football is more popular than basketball. We must respect the privacy of others. We must respect the privacy of others. Not every year. Not every year. Stay away. Stay away. He drew a picture. He drew a picture. Temporary. Temporary. When the concert starts, I will have waited in line for 2 hours. When the concert starts, I will have waited in line for 2 hours. Hides. Hides. Let's discuss the progress of the project. Let's discuss the progress of the project. Traffic gets more intense during rush hour. Traffic gets more intense during rush hour. Can I get a rain check for a discounted item? Can I get a rain check for a discounted item? Let's take a day trip to the beach. Let's take a day trip to the beach. Are they always golfers? Are they always golfers? Meeting room. Meeting room. Do you have a price matching policy? Do you have a price matching policy? I like beer, but I don't like the taste. I like beer, but I don't like the taste. Can they judge next year? Can they judge next year? They can adopt a healthier lifestyle. They can adopt a healthier lifestyle. Relating to. Relating to. Your half-sister was a dietitian. Your half-sister was a dietitian. Can't be a programmer sometimes? Can't be a programmer sometimes? We volunteered at a shelter to help homeless people. We volunteered at a shelter to help homeless people. Coral reef. Coral reef. Wouldn't I be a bartender later? Wouldn't I be a bartender later? I don't know. How can I say this in English? I don't know. How can I say this in English? The team is working on their strategy. The team is working on their strategy. learns from time to time, learns from time to time. I finish my work ahead of time. I finish my work ahead of time. Why don't we go to the gym together? Why don't we go to the gym together? I always enjoy spending time with him. I always enjoy spending time with him. I've always wanted to have children. I've always wanted to have children. I see people who are your family. I see people who are your family. Your half-sister is the librarian. Your half-sister is the librarian. Talent, talent. You tricked me. You tricked me. The restaurant ran out of food I wanted to order, so I had to choose something else. The restaurant ran out of food I wanted to order, so I had to choose something else. I'll be working on my project all day tomorrow. I'll be working on my project all day tomorrow. We should avoid making the same mistake twice. We should avoid making the same mistake twice. Could he never be a servant? Could he never be a servant? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? We were looking for a new flat. We were looking for a new flat. The conference will be held in April. The conference will be held in April. I can promise at dawn. I can promise at dawn. I have to pick up my dry cleaner at 5 p.m. I have to pick up my dry cleaner at 5 p.m. I shoot at sunrise. I shoot at sunrise. Why am I not helping you? Why am I not helping you? Don't you include at night time? Don't you include at night time? The disease was caused by a virus that is not yet understood. The disease was caused by a virus that is not yet understood. Which is your favorite museum? Which is your favorite museum? Our daughter is a jeweler. Our daughter is a jeweler. You usually exclude. You usually exclude. Can you tell me where the deli counter is? Can you tell me where the deli counter is? My brother was a consultant. My brother was a consultant. We don't have much bandwidth. We don't have much bandwidth. They just started their vacation. They just started their vacation. The race was pretty close. The race was pretty close. The city council will vote on the proposal tomorrow. The city council will vote on the proposal tomorrow. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Mary and I are going to the concert. Mary and I are going to the concert. Do you know of a good restaurant in this area? Do you know of a good restaurant in this area? We are never garbage collectors. We are never garbage collectors. He's not planning a trip, is he? He's not planning a trip, is he? I don't want to lose my love for the lost. I don't want to lose my love for the lost. Tom wants to go to Japan. Tom wants to go to Japan. The car belongs to my friend. The car belongs to my friend. Approximately how long does it take to complete this task? Approximately how long does it take to complete this task? Your grandparents were naturalists. Your grandparents were naturalists. The cost of living in the city is rising. The cost of living in the city is rising. Was her grandmother a freelancer? Was her grandmother a freelancer? They didn't become writers every year. They didn't become writers every year. Continuous improvement is essential for success. Continuous improvement is essential for success. I'm confused about what you want me to do. I'm confused about what you want me to do. Did they buy a new house? Did they buy a new house? I'm going to the dentist next week. I'm going to the dentist next week. Duty, duty. Not everyone has the ability to understand complex concepts. Not everyone has the ability to understand complex concepts. Does it connect every month? Does it connect every month? They are hiking in the mountains. They are hiking in the mountains. I'm sorry for making you cry. I'm sorry for making you cry. I'm the economist after 5 p.m. I'm the economist after 5 p.m. I have to go to the bank. I have to go to the bank. Our materials are sourced from local suppliers. Our materials are sourced from local suppliers. They painted their house and it looks brand new. They painted their house and it looks brand new. Did you catch it now? Did you catch it now? We went to the mountains and went hiking. We went to the mountains and went hiking. The movie will start in 10 minutes. The movie will start in 10 minutes. They volunteered at an orphanage to help children in need. They volunteered at an orphanage to help children in need. As such, the recipe is easy to follow. As such, the recipe is easy to follow. He didn't call you yesterday, did he? He didn't call you yesterday, did he? We've been friends for a long time. We've been friends for a long time. Congress passed a new law to address the problem. Congress passed a new law to address the problem. Let me take care of that for you. Let me take care of that for you. I drink coffee every morning. I drink coffee every morning. I am going to have breakfast. I am going to have breakfast. I can't go to the party. I have a previous engagement. I can't go to the party. I have a previous engagement. Were my cousins CEOs? Were my cousins CEOs? Everyone ate the cake. Everyone ate the cake. They can go to the beach tomorrow. They can go to the beach tomorrow. Do you mind if I open the window? Do you mind if I open the window? You'd better take an umbrella. It looks like rain. You'd better take an umbrella. It looks like rain. They can ride bikes, we can ride too. They can ride bikes, we can ride too. The car is going fast. The car is going fast. I could go home. I could go home. The team had previously won 3 championships. The team had previously won 3 championships. Your mission is nonsense. Your mission is nonsense. We had the carpenter repair the broken chair. We had the carpenter repair the broken chair. Sequence. Sequence. It was my duty to help my friend in need. It was my duty to help my friend in need. Can't they do accounting every year? Can't they do accounting every year? Is his grandson a preacher? Is his grandson a preacher? Can't we just lay pipes then? Can't we just lay pipes then? Analyzed immediately. Analyzed immediately. You must answer me during your vacation. You must answer me during your vacation. Consistency in meditation leads to greater awareness. Consistency in meditation leads to greater awareness. I'm going to school for my brother's books. I'm going to school for my brother's books. Aren't we on horseback at sunrise? Aren't we on horseback at sunrise? Your grandparents are waiters. Your grandparents are waiters. Do you have to play? Do you have to play? He will be studying engineering at university. He will be studying engineering at university. Will it besiege? Will it besiege? There are no empty seats in the theater. There are no empty seats in the theater. If only he had listened to his family's advice. If only he had listened to his family's advice. Can't be replaced after one day? can't be replaced after one day. I come home around 7. I come home around 7. I was angry. I was angry. It's a big place. It's a big place.